Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to learn about the different type of warehouse management models that runs in retail chain pharmacies in India. So like we as an eVitalRx, we have been talking with dozens of retail chain pharmacies and to understand their operation and to help them better. So we usually divided their total operations depending upon how they do the procurement, how they do raise the PO. We divided this warehouse management of retail chain pharmacies in India into 4 different models. So we are going to have a look at all those 4 models in the video. So first that we have is the centralized purchase management. So what happens is the warehouse raises the PO, the branch raises the PO to the warehouse consolidate all this requirement into one single PO, and it sends this order to the distributor. Distributor delivers the medicine or the products to the warehouse only. Now warehouse and invoice is also entered into the warehouse only. Now what happens, now warehouse desegregates the product. So let's say the total requirement of that item was 200 quantity, right? Now the store wise the warehouse will desegregate those products, and warehouse will raise a stock transfer to that particular branches, and the warehouse will do the delivery of those medicines to the branch. And also the payment to the distributor is done by the warehouse only. Now if we want to know what are these pros and cons of this model, so warehouse of course does a purchase in bulk, so they get better scheme amount from the distributors. And secondly, there is a centralized control of inventory from the warehouse, like what needs to be purchased, where to be purchased, everything like that. Second, there is higher turnaround time, because the distributor comes to the warehouse, delivers to the warehouse. Now warehouse has to desegregate those products, and then again he has to do the packing, and then the delivery has to be done to the branch. So now that increases the overall turnaround time. And also it also include even the delivery charges, so the cost of delivery from warehouse to branches also increases. So we have a chain pharmacy in Ahmedabad called Medibus Pharmacy. So they have around 11 stores, and they run on this particular model. Now we have the second model of bill to ship to. So what happens here is the branch sends the PO to the warehouse. Now warehouse doesn't consolidate the requirement into one, but warehouse sends that particular PO to the distributor, saying that the product has to be shipped to the branch. Now once the product are shipped to the branch, the invoice is raised to the warehouse, and in the third step, warehouse raises the invoice, the distributor raises the invoice to the warehouse enters into their account. Now warehouse just generate a stock transfer to the branch, and all the payment are recorded into the warehouse. So this was the flow about bill to ship to. And if you want to understand the pros and cons of this, so here the turnaround time is low, because branch just get delivered, like there is no warehouse involved in between for physical stock, like physical stock doesn't move from distributor to warehouse, then warehouse to branch. It just simply moves from distributor to branch. So the turnaround time for the product is low. Also the payment and everything, even if the products are delivered to the branches, but the payment is from the warehouse itself. So that's a centralized payment system. Other benefit, other cons for this, or disadvantage if we say. So for example, if the requirements are sent to the distributors branch wise, so there are chances that the organization gets few benefits of lesser benefits of scheme or offers that are running the distributors in terms of bulk quantity. Second cons for this could be dispute resolution. So for example, if there is some dispute in terms of products, so now different parties has to get involved, the branch, warehouse and distributor, to solve this. So this we have a pharmacy running on eVital RX called Surya Pharmacies, based in Kerala. So they have around 14 stores and they operate on this model on eVital. Third model we have is the mixed model. So what happens here is the distributor here, either the organization does bill to ship to, or they do the centralized purchase management. I'll give you a scenario for this. So we have a chain pharmacy called Namma Wellness. They are based in Ahmedabad. They have around 9 stores running in Ahmedabad only, and other stores in across Gujarat. What they do is, for these medicine, they do bill to ship to model, but for the FMCG they do a centralized purchase model. So here there would be two things. Even on all the case, few things will be fixed, right? So branch would always raise a PO to the warehouse would raise a PO to the distributor, invoice will be raised to the warehouse, payment will also be done to the warehouse. These 4 common points would be same across all that point, but there would be 2 options. Either the products are where a distributor delivers to the warehouse, or the distributor delivers to the branch. In the first option, if the distributor delivers to the warehouse, so that it falls into the centralized purchase model. If it is delivered directly to the branch, it's like the bill to ship to model. So these are the 2 models where for some group of medicines the organization chose to go with centralized purchase, and for few items or few group of items they chose to go with this bill to ship to model. So if we talk about their pros and cons, so it's more flexibility, right? Whatever that can be needs to be purchased directly from the distributor can be done and delivered directly, and of course the payment and everything is centralized. And if we talk about the cons, the system is complicated to manage and track, like what items are flowing through what channels. This 4th model that we have is the independent purchase. So here there are 2 options. So it can also be called as a franchise model also. So here the branch has all the flexibility to directly purchase from the distributor. So they have 2 options. So first let's discuss the option 1. The branch raises the PO to the distributor delivers to the branch, invoice is also raised to the branch, and payment is also done from the branch to the distributors. Here this is there. And secondly, if they want some medicines that they want to procure from the warehouse, right, they can also do the same thing. In that case, they would raise the PO to the warehouse will do the delivery to the branch, invoice will raise to the branch by the warehouse, and the payment will also be done by the branch to the warehouse. Here, and this is model like we have Chemist Bazaar Pharmacy, so they operate on this model. So here branch has full autonomy and flexibility. He can choose whatever he wants to purchase from the distributor or from the warehouse. And of course, there is no bulking, so there is no scheme benefit if it is from a direct distributor purchase. And if it is, and second cons for this could be like decentralized tracking and payment control, like there is no centralized control over this module. So if you want to understand the key differences, so in 3 of these models, like centralized purchase, bill to ship to, and mixed model, the PO from the branch is always raised to the to the warehouse only. And in the centralized purchase model, the delivery happens to the warehouse. In terms of bill to ship to, it is delivered to the branch. And in the mixed model, depending upon the product or the situation, it could either be delivered to the warehouse or to the branch. And in all of these 3 modules, the invoice will always be raised to the warehouse only. and in also the payment will also be done to the through the warehouse only, and even in this the stock transfer would be generated from the warehouse to the branch. And the fourth model that we have, the independent purchase or the franchise model. The branch raises the PO to the distributor or the warehouse, delivers at the branch, invoice is also raised to the branch, payment is also done by the branch, and the stock transfer is not generated. So this is about the difference model of warehouses running in India for the retail chain pharmacies.